What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Today we're actually going to be discussing how you can level up and level up faster in the yard here in Madden 21. So if you haven't noticed already, whenever you've logged into the game and it made you create your character, they're really trying to push the yard really hard this year. And the yard is actually a pretty entertaining game mode. If you haven't watched my review of the game, make sure you guys go back and check that out in my previous video, because I talk quite a bit about how this game was a pleasant surprise to me and how they added some very meaningful improvements to the game, and I actually gave it a good grade and say that it is worth your money. So make sure you guys go check that out. But with that being said, we're going to talk about how to level up in the yard. So this year, down in the bottom right corner, you can actually see your yard level. For me, I'm only level 4. There's not much that I've done so far in the yard, but I can explain to you guys the ways that you can level up. And the reason that I'm not a high level is because what I was led to believe about the yard is not exactly true. Coming into this year, I was led to believe that you could level up with VC, or whatever their currency is called here in Madden. You could level up by playing various different game modes. You could level up by playing Ultimate Team, you could play Franchise, you could play Exhibition, and that would generate points and generate everything in terms of currency and whatnot to be able to help you level up your yard character and allow you to purchase more equipment and make yourself look better and earn that swag. But with that being said, that's not actually the case this year. The only ways to really earn XP for the yard is the obvious. You're going to want to play the yard, and you're going to want to win games. That's going to give you more XP. But the number one way actually to earn XP for your player and help yourself level up quickly is to connect your player to the mobile app. So actually, if you press the options button, this isn't very clear, but if you look at the very bottom right hand corner of the screen, I'm on PS4, it's the options button. Next to your level, there's the little options button there, and I didn't notice that until recently. If you click that, that's going to actually bring up the screen, which allows you to do all these things for your career, your yard career, your yard player, your customized player, whatever you want to call it. You can link with the Madden mobile app here. So what you're going to want to do, if you're really concerned about actually leveling up your yard character, as many people are this year because of the introduction of the game mode, is you're going to want to link with the Madden mobile app, and you're going to want to do at the very least your daily login with the Madden mobile app, because that's going to help gain XP and it's going to help you gain equipment and various different things. Now, the other thing that you can do to level up faster is you can actually compete and do various things and play the mini games on the mobile app, and that's going to help your player level up a lot faster in the game. I highly recommend that you guys do that if this is something that concerns you, because that's going to help you guys level up the fastest. The other thing here to note is that you can complete objectives within the game. Make sure that you guys are completing your daily objectives that you have, and this is going to be the best way for you to actually level up within the game, aside from signing up with the mobile app and doing those easy things that aren't really going to require a lot of effort. So as you guys can see here with your daily objectives, I have in the yard, score 18 touchdowns in the yard, but the other thing is you can kind of level up with your daily objectives by, my indication here is that these are actual just Madden 21 challenges. If you pass for a certain number of yards, if you have a certain number of possessions for the ball, these count towards your objectives that level up your character. So because you can see in the top left here, by score 18 touchdowns in the yard, it specifically has the yard logo, and it is specifically saying that in order to achieve this challenge, you have to do it within the yard. But in order to do these other challenges, if you complete them outside of the yard, they will still earn XP for you. So my understanding is that it's different from other games in this way. In MLB, for example, in NBA, you earn virtual currency and XP towards your profile by just playing games. The more innings you play in baseball, the more games you play, the more XP you're going to earn, the faster you're going to level up, and that all culminates, and you can use that in various different ways. In Madden, it's not quite that way this year in Madden 21. Just because you play a game doesn't mean you're going to earn XP. The way to earn XP for your player is through doing the challenges in other game modes. So if this challenge is to score 4 passing touchdowns, across all game modes I have to score 4 passing touchdowns. I'm not not going to earn XP by just simply playing another game mode. I'm going to earn XP by playing Ultimate Team, or playing Face of the Franchise, or playing Franchise Mode and scoring 4 passing touchdowns, or passing for 180 yards, or having possession of the ball for 4 minutes. That is going to be how I actually earn these objectives and level up my character. So these ones are going to be pretty important. Now the other thing is, there's an indication that there will be more than just daily objectives coming later on to the game. Right now it's just daily objectives, but if you look at the top left hand corner of the screen, you can see it wants you to press the left bumper or the right bumper in order to switch from one thing to another. Right now you can't actually switch off of daily challenges, but the fact that those scrolling tabs are there means that there will probably be other challenges coming, much like in Ultimate Team. In Ultimate Team you have various different challenges between daily challenges, you have career challenges and various different things, so plan to be ready to do those things to level up in the yard, because that's going to be the main way that you're going to want to do basically any XP that gain any XP that you need to get for your yard character. Now the other thing is, you can create multiple characters and basically level up multiple characters if you want to. And then the final point is that you have 2 different ways to play. You can play versus the CPU, and you can play head-to-head. And as in most games, whenever you're playing versus the CPU, you're going to earn less than you will against head-to-head opponents. You're going to earn more experience, you're going to earn more currency by going up against actual other opponents in online play than you will going up against players in or not going up against players, but going up against the CPU in just AI gameplay. So those are the ways that you're actually going to level up in the yard this year, and that's how you're going to level up the fastest. Number 1, make sure that you sign up and link with the mobile app. That's going to be one of the most important things, because if you're not linked with the mobile app, you're not getting very basic bonuses. You get a daily bonus for logging in, and you can play mini games that are going to help you out tremendously. It's much like the NBA 2K app, where you can get on there, you play a couple mini games, it only takes a couple minutes of your time, and you can earn a lot of virtual currency for your player. It's much like that. So if you haven't done that in the past, highly recommend that you download the app this year if this is something that is going to be interesting to you. The other thing for you guys is, make sure that you're doing your daily objectives, and don't overlook the fact that they're actually there, because when you hop into the yard here, it doesn't pop up. It's not obvious where those objectives are. Say I load up the yard here real quick. We look at it, there's not really any obvious place for you to look at your objectives. You come up with the customization screen, the versus CPU screen, and the head-to-head screen. It doesn't come up with any objective screen to tell you what your objectives are. But, like I said, that little hidden button in the bottom right-hand corner, I don't know why game developers do this, this bottom right-hand button, if you press the options button on the PS4 controller, pops up with a whole objectives list that you probably didn't even know existed if you didn't go looking for it. So make sure that you guys find that objectives list and you're completing these things. I mean, a lot of these things, very easy to complete. As you guys can see, I haven't played a ton today, but rush for 125 yards, you can get that done in a game. Rush for 40 yards, you're going to get that done in a game. 4 passing touchdowns, a game, maybe 2 games. Passing yards, all these different things. And you guys can see that I'm getting quite a bit of, I guess it's experience, I don't know what exactly they call it, and the currency for just doing these objectives. Very important that you guys do this. This is going to be the best way to help level up your character in the yard. With all that being said, let me know if you guys want to see more content regarding the yard. I do enjoy the game mode. I've played it once or twice, and it seems pretty fun. It's taking it back to the days of NFL Street. So if it's something that you guys enjoy, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section that that's something that you guys would want to see, is more content of that. If not, make sure you guys let me know what other game modes you want to see, what other tips and tricks videos you'd like to see. Make sure that you guys leave a like on the video as well if this did help you guys out in some way or taught you something that you maybe didn't know. In addition to that, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. So with all that being said, I hope that you guys have a good one. One last note, I want to make sure that you guys are aware that I'm going to be coming out with a video kind of detailing my review strategy for the game, because a lot of people were kind of just asking a couple questions on the review of Madden 21 and just saying, like, you know, how would I come up with my ratings for it, and specifically asking me, you know, what would be a game that isn't worth buying, you know, what rating would it have to be a game that isn't worth buying. So if you haven't checked out that video, make sure you check out that review video. But I'm going to try and come out with a video detailing my process for reviewing the game, and if that's something you're interested in, make sure you let me know that as well. With that being said, I won't take up any more of your time. Hopefully you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.